Hello, I'm Didier Reynaud. I'm an application specialist in the CT team. I'm working from GE from 1983. It's a pleasure for me to present you the user interface of our GE solution handling multimodality images. So this is the user interface of the server solution addressing a DICOM database that the user can do query retrieve from the network and push in an automatic way to do optimized workflow. It's compatible, it's a full DICOM compatible, so other manufacturer, images from other manufacturer can be handled in this system. And specifically here, we are going to manage some 3 cases, 4D cases, metal artifact reduction solution imaging for contouring, and multimodality contouring methodology. First things, we can here go to the 4D cases. Usually 4D came from CT acquisition using a dynamic mode, and the CT will produce some phases here that will represent the respiratory cycle of the patient. Those phases can be treated in the time space regarding and to do some additional some kind of superposition of information in time to get the challenging result, managing the volume and the time at the same time, as you want, with DICOM file and additional information that can be useful for handling the patient data. As he select a patient, he have here his personalized application, such as those buttons here, that can be also configured as the usage. It's in fact give access to some 3D application, and it's what we're going to show you now. So the possibility of the server here also to handle multiple patients at the same time. And we can here go to the SIM software, just pressing the folder, and we go in a 3D environment that is common to use in volumetric dataset. And we have a real-time repositioning to display the native images provided by any CT or MRI. Some display tools are available on the fly to average the morphology or to do maximum intensity projection, for example, in change window level from different viewport. So we need to consider in radiotherapy that the CT systems are doing slow acquisition mode to obtain this uncertainty here that we will know as a partial volume effect that represent the reality, and this must be considered in the treatment planification. For that, we need to be more precise and to do contour delineation. We can use those 4D images. So I will display here a phase image from the CT, and in fact the CT is able to decompose the respiratory cycle using a sophisticated algorithm that produced a movement curve to obtain what we call a phase binning tool to reconstruct the volume in here 10 phases of the respiratory cycle. All that can be displayed in 3-dimensional. Okay. And from that, the idea here is to provide some contour that will be used for radiotherapy. And for that, we have dedicated software here, linked like a second step that in a right click, for example, we can do automatic body contour or lung contour. All that can be also linked to a protocol usage of the software. So this is a real-time calculation And here we have also some segmented tool using MRI images. We will see that on pelvis or on neurocase, or Atlas for CT, for head and neck studies, where we have here more than 70 structure that the system is able to contour. At any time, the system can, it's powerful enough to jump on another application. Here we're going to see how we can use MRI images and PET images to do this contour job. So I can close this and so specificity we need to save, and there is a traceability tools. All the job done here can be tracked and sent to some other workstation, or to make sure we can use this work in a future. So the system will save in the database what we call a radiotherapy structure set. That is in fact the result of the work that has been done in the application, the simulation application. Regarding the usage of the multimodality in simulation, we have here a case of a patient for a neuroblastoma with a postoperative MRI, a CT made in a dedicated positioning for radiotherapy. The challenge was to use a CyberKnife technique to treat this lesion. And as it was a post-operative, after operative, we use PET images so here we have the list. The system, the user can choose which sequences can be used for to obtain anatomical or functional information that we can use mainly axial plane, but also sagittal or coronal plane can be used. The PET exam came from another manufacturer, and we use here the CT and the PET. So the system will, it's also possible to do contour and to provide some contour to be used for radiotherapy or simulation process. So the system is computing automatically, and will choose the easiest data set to be registered. Commonly, people use the fusion term, but the fusion is just a tool to check the quality of the registration process that the computer is doing here. This registration process is really important because it will provide to all those images the same references, and in this way they can be used for planification purpose. So we have here the user interface that is also configurable with different buttons, where with just a drag and drop, the user can adapt his workflow using what we call the review button that automatically go to automatic display that is presetable by the user. In the registration tools on the right, this tool can be fly on the screen. The system can be used with a multiple screen solution to optimize the image size and tools occupation in the screen. And we see here that the system choose the CT PET from references, that is the pin symbol, and the mobile CT from the arrow here that will represent the mobile one. So usually we use the radiotherapy exam as a reference, and we can display the volume in full direction. And we have here the automatic registration of the two CT that in a fuse view. here, for example, with a color that can help the user to find out the differences in terms of positioning. And so we will use this color lot for TEP images. As we load the TEP, we can at any time go to the PET to the PET display to have the PET. If I just make more opacity, and you see how the PET is registered on the CT from the therapy position. So this is a full 3D, so we can handle the volume in all the direction, from sagittal to coronal or whatever. So here the sagittal view. The native CT, we can compare in sagittal view. For example, this is the TEP position, and here is the. So I need here the CT from in the sagittal view, and we see the challenge to recognize the anatomy in some such differences. So the challenge is to obtain and to register the PET images, and the PET is linked with the CT. So it's easier to register 2 CT images and get the PET registered in the correct one. The multimodality tools is it's really important to get some MRI images, so we can have on the pop-up the available sequences that are not, for instance, correctly registered. So that's why it will be difficult to, and we see here a T2 flare sequence that is the progression of the disease or the regression of the disease after the operation. So this also in stereotactic treatment allow the user to have some different dose distribution regarding the different tissue involved in the sickness of the patient. If we can use functional images, diffusion image can be used, often in prostate cases, to also make some boost on some part of the prostate. The T2 image are also useful. So all the necessary information, morphological and functional information are available, and they are all registered. They are all fused with the CT. So if I want to see a fused view here, I just go to this button, and the system will display the MR and the CT or whatever in a fused view. We'll use T1. So we have here a real 3 modality tools. We see the 4D tools also can be used. So at any time, the system will provide a step-by-step to have a different view mode in volume rendering for different check, different display of can be automatically set by the user. So the challenge now is to validate those registration process must be validated. So here we do the validation of the 2 CT, but also the user can modify the registration process using a sophisticated algorithm automatically or manual or regional. We can also imagine drawing a box on the patient, and the system will use those different voxels to optimize the registration. This should be in real time. And you see how now with both images are perfectly fused, and we can have with a slider here the different opacity of the both volume at the same time. We can also use the title view to have the two CT at the same time. Link with the CT. This is a kind of display that can provide image. Okay, and this is a way to make sure we can display some information and capture the information for the clinicist with some arrows, some distances or whatever. Contouring tool is also available just in one click using a drawing tool and to validate sorry, we need to validate we must validate the contouring, the registration with the MRI, with the T2 here, the diffusion image, the flare image, the T2 star image, and the T1 image. So we just validate here we see the contour that show to the customer what will be the link, and we save here a new sequences that will be used in radiotherapy for planification. So we can go back here if we need to have the T2, we just put the star on the T2. The system display the T2 sequence. If the patient get a movement between the two sequences, we can also here use the T2 sequence to optimize the registration process. And then I can validate another registration with a T2 sequence and to save in another orientation the T2. We called that the algorithm are here with CT and MRI. It's what we called rigid registration. We have different algorithms, and the system will, regarding the CT and MRI, will automatically provide the user the list of the algorithm, the registration algorithm available in the system. And we see here now all the different series have the same link. So they can all be used for the therapist to do those calculations and those painting and also contouring. So this is the contouring tool. Any view can be used to edit the contour. So this is the contour tool. It's just freehand contouring. We can use any view. The contour is updated on all the viewports that get the same registration, and this contour can be saved as a radiotherapy structure set. That is a DICOM object, what we call a DICOM object, where we can provide any information on the fly and add in the patient data this virtual object to be used for dose and beam placement in the simulation process. That's it. We can stay here for a while. When we exit from the application, we can ensure traceability of everything that has been done, such as the display and all contour can be measured as a volume. The last case I'm a pleasure to show you the advanced level of computing images regarding a challenging anatomy information, roughly managing the metal artifact from prostheses. So the CT system is acquiring with multiple energy capability. We can acquire at 2 energy level the different data, and whatever the energy level will be used, the system will compute automatically and by analyzing the default from the beam hardening provided by the metal artifact and ensure the correction to give both anatomical information and density information that can be used for the therapy. So this is the simulation software that we will load here. The 2 series with the 3D view that can be used to display the beam on the skin. An axial view, sagittal and a coronal view will be displayed. And here we see the metal artifact reduction around the metallic implant into the femoral. If we display the non-corrected images, it's exactly the kind of issue we find out even in diagnostic to diagnose luxation and lesion around the add value here is to obtain a soft tissue information and also less beam hardening that give the prosthesis size more bigger than the reality when we have beam hardening artifact. The system also managed the scatter and quantum effect, reducing the white artifact provided by quantum effect from the X-ray. And we can see here what sensibility and specificity can be given to the radiotherapist to do the contouration of the lesion and to treat the pain of this patient regarding his metallic implant. Thank you for listening. If you want to learn or know more about those functionality, some video can be available on the website from GE. Thanks.